fentanyl, it hasn't really come over to Europe and the UK the way that it has in the US. And it kind of then knocks on to maybe questions about borders or border security. How big of a deal is fentanyl just from being on the ground in the States? And how does this play out? This is a highly concentrated form of opiate that now can be manufactured, chemically, I think usually on site in Mexico now. And the whole old school supply chain of grow the coca in Colombia and move it here, or grow the poppies in Southeast Asia and move it here, seems to be completely thrown on its head. And you can literally get it with precursor chemicals coming from China and make it anywhere, highly concentrated. It's now being cut, I'm told, from everything from cocaine to even to marijuana. And the overdose deaths are through the roof. Part of the reason I left New York City in 2001 is because of my drug problem, and which resulted in an overdose. Now, I'm pretty sure, Mike, that these days I would have been dead with what's going on with that stuff. And so it's something that is something I look at even differently than others. What's your take on it? And then again, from a national security perspective.
Yeah, it's you pointed out the precursor chemicals primarily coming from China that are making their way to Mexico and then up into the U.S. Over 100,000 fentanyl-related deaths last year. So, and we've got a problem, right? We like him or hate him, right? Everyone's got an opinion about the previous president, about Trump, but the policies, you can separate the person from the policies, right? I don't have to like the president. I have to like the policies. And the policy towards border security was closer to spot on then than it is now. Now it's almost an open border, right? It's almost as if they don't care, or so that has contributed over the past couple of years to this massive increase in the flow of drugs, also human trafficking, right? And what has that done? That has put billions of dollars into the pockets of the cartels that control most of that border region with the U.S. And look, I mean, the Mexican government under AMLO, and really under pick a past administration, right, has been basically incapable or unwilling to deal with the issue of the cartels. So I don't think, we're not going to go. There's been some talk here in the U.S. about, sending in the U.S. military. That's not going to happen, right? We're not going to start droning cartel leaders down in Mexico. Mexico is an incredibly important trade partner. It's a sovereign nation that I don't think we're going to start engaging in special operations down there without their permission. Now, could we have an enhanced presence down there with the permission and with the blessing and cooperation and liaison with the Mexican military? Mexican Marines tend to be the best service down there, considered the least corrupt, and very capable. So maybe there's a way to enhance our relationship and our cooperation to deal with the cartels in more of a fashion that the cartels would understand, which means eliminating them, right? Because that's pretty much all they understand. And, then people will point out, well, during the Calderon administration, Calderon actually made an effort, right? And that was when we had that massive uptick in violence down in Mexico. It was awful. And I have offices down in Mexico. We do a lot of business down there. And on the security side and on the information side. And that was a very ugly period of time, right? But it was because there was an effort trying to remove the cartels, to eliminate the cartels, created a lot of headroom. And so a lot of the subgroups started fighting each other. And that's not happening now. AMLO is doing what previous administrations had done, which is manage the problem, right? To minimize the violence. And because we don't really have what you would consider to be border security and border controls, which every other nation has, once again, the U.S. seems to apologize for wanting to have border security, at least this administration does, that has allowed for this massive flow of narcotics, not just fentanyl, but other narcotics. And you're right. I don't understand the risk appetite of anybody nowadays who takes a pill or, illicit drugs, because, your odds are not good. there's a really very good chance that it's laced with fentanyl to some degree. So, but it's not going to stop people's risk appetite.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?